Thursday Night Lights on Fox 12 Oregon. Presented by Pacific Office Automation.
Well, Thursdays have a new look. Welcome into Week 5 of Fox 12's Thursday Night Lights. That shortage of officials around the Northwest has forced pretty much every school to play at least one Thursday game for the second straight year. We're here to give those kids that TV shine as if it were a normal Friday show. Thursday Night Lights kicks off down 185th for a Metro League opener. Aloha and Jesuit, both seeking victory number 1 on the year. Ken Potter's Crusaders open up the season with Westland, Central Catholic, Tualatin, and Skyview. They took out all that pent-up frustration of the Warriors. This is all first quarter, all runs, all Lonnie Burt. Look at him go, the senior tailback weaving through traffic. That's a 34-yard score. Behind that big old line from Jesuit, Burt feeling pretty sweet on the street. This is going to be an 8-yard touchdown for the Golden Domers. Lonnie logged on for a quick hat trick in that first quarter, 21-0 before they even started the second. 70-0 is how it ended. The Crusaders now return home for back-to-back weeks with Westview and Sunset. Warriors await Beaverton. Now, for 3 straight games, Westview left Rock Creek to visit Mountainside. Keenan Lowe's Mavericks coming off a 23-21 thriller a week ago in Newburgh. The Mavs ponied up to a 20-6 late second quarter lead. Wildcats trying to make some magic in the air, but Kellen Hicks with the interception to make it into halftime with that 14-point lead. Same score in the fourth quarter, 20-6. Our Kevin Lund kept waiting for those highlights, finally got one. Sam Villadal, the grip, the rip to Alex Ingalls. In for 6, 27-6 at that point, and guess what? It's how it ended, 27-6 for MHS. The winless Wildcats now go to Jesuit. Mavs at Sunset. That'll be fun. So too is the Maverick Band. Love to hear it. 5A Mid-Willamette Conference from Salem Kaiser. Crescent Valley McKay already in league game number 5 and a 10-team grouping. The Royal Scots, boy, leaning on the crown of the senior Joel Sanchez. Make the gain, move the chains for 15. Same drive with the Glory. Sanchez made it 7-0. Stevie's got some ballers too, like Rocco McClave, cool under pressure, eludes on 4th down and wings the pass to Mason Riney. The junior wideout somehow gets out of everybody and gets ahead for a 61-yard score. At that point, it was 7-6, though, for the Royal Scots. Now we turn back to Gang Green and that mystery machine of Joel Sanchez. This is pretty itself. How about a 67-yard spin? Up the gut. Get on in. The Scots now stare down 3 straight road games at Central, Silverton, Corvallis. Raiders draw the Foxes in their place next Friday. Silverton won tonight in Corvallis 40-0. And a 6A Special District 1 matchup in the capital city. South Medford busing up to Sprague High. Both out for win number 2, but there could only be one to get it done. Panthers on the prowl in a tight game in the second half. Cameron Ragu pulling off the play of the night nomination. Somehow, well, he gets out of that thick of everything. In for a 45-yard score, 21-13 South Medford. Not so fast. Ducati Witherspoon feels the rhythm, Spoon Man. Knows how to find his man, too. Tyler Buchheit, a 43-yard scoring connection, is 21-19. Panthers back in the march. Punching another, though. Colby Schwartz, Bridger Foss, 26 yards. Touchdown for the lead for the good. 28-19 South Medford. The Oldies travel to West Salem next Friday now in the Mid-Valley. Thursday Night Lights in Milwaukee. Not home of Dame and the Bucks, but those 2-2 Mustangs. Still with the memory of the late Coach Alm on their helmets, in their hearts. Unbeaten Scapoose in from the Special District 1 league game there. The Tribe know how to do all sorts of things well. Caden Baker, goal line touchdown maker. Carry him in, 7-0. Milwaukee now back to punt. Snap goes awry, pretty high. They'd be smothered on the 2 to turn it over. Next play, the Tribe carries in the freebie. Boy, the running back just barrels his way through for another 6 for Baker. 13-0. More from the Poose. On the 17-yard line, that's Max Nowlin. The time is now, man. To the crosser, Quentin Olson nearly in, but they would get in 2 snaps later. And wouldn't you know it, Baker going to carry the bread in for another 21-0. And now we'll go second quarter. Nowlin, Eli Hara. Yeah, cheer it up, get loud, get wild. Catch, run, score, 9 yards in. 42-14 the final. Career win number 200 for head coach Sean McNabb. Scapoose back home for the next 3, including that 7-mile war with St. Helens in 2 weeks. Mustangs now gallop to Astoria. Dick Baker Stadium all lit up again for the second of 3 straight at home for Gladstone, Riverdale. Gladiators and the Dowls, league opener in that 4A Special District 2. The Glads happy to be up 14-0 in that third quarter. From the 9, feed the back. Colton Kowalski climbing down the mountain to cut down to the 1. Next play, Finn Breichbell digs in for 6, 21-0 Gladstone. Riverhawks can soar. They can score in the drizzly rain. Tack on another 15-yard penalty there. Great way to hang on Anthony Jara. Fourth quarter, reverse field. The Dalles goes for it on 4th down, but from the 3, they get stuffed by the Gladstone kids there. After that turnover on downs, the Dalles comes up big on defense. Jacob Berkovich breaks through. Safety dance their first points. Later in the game, TDHS going to hit the ground running, and it's Berkovich on offense. Slips between the tackles, gets in for their lone score. While the Glads await Park Rose, the Riverhawks return home with Molalla now. The Indians won at Estacada tonight, 36-14, 31-8 final there. Thursday final for McKenzie in Vancouver. The Skyview Storm just continue to swirl around any and all comers. 59-0 over Heritage. The running clock began in that second quarter. The Storm now 5-0. They'll go to Kentwood for closing with those big 3 in the Greater St. Helens League at Camas, home of Battleground, and Union Timberwolves next host Kelso on a Friday. We got a stacked Friday night on tap in Clark County with matchups tomorrow like Mark Moore's at Hudson's Bay and Mountain View with Evergreen. Fox 12's Joe V gets peppy with the Thunder ahead of their big Greater St. Helens League matchup with the Plainsmen.
We are coming to you from the home of the Thunder, and as Garth Brooks would say, the Thunder rolls here in Clark County, getting ready for a big showdown with Evergreen, but we've got the student body all amped up already. How's everybody feeling today? Let's strike up the fight song for your Mountain View Thunder. UNDER, Mountain View versus Evergreen. Thor, lay the hammer on them. That'll wrap it up for Mountain View. Let's send it back to you in the studio.
Always fun to wake up and win with Joe V and the Good Day Oregon crew. We're back for a full 30-minute show tomorrow night as Week 5 continues on Friday Night Lights. Well, things are getting real and getting real good. Did you know that all 6 schools in that Three Rivers League are undefeated? A combined 24-0. That stat will be 27-3 by the weekend. League play begins in the TRL Gauntlet with Westland at Lake Oswego, Lake Ridge at Tualatin, Oregon City, and Tigard. We'll have cameras rolling at all 3 stops. And our Craig Burnback will be live at the BIO for the big game duties between Lincoln and Franklin in the City of Roses. Something always smells good in the Mount Hood. Our Jeff Lindblom will be live in Clackamas with that neighborly rivalry with those kids from Happy Valley and the Nelson Hawks. The Capital City will be bumping with conference collisions, West Salem and South Salem. And how about McNary invading North Salem for homecoming? That's just a sample of what's on the platter for Week 5 of Fox 12's Friday Night Lights. Yeah, our last show of September setting up to be a wake-up and riveting grind of October and the playoffs in November. Before we know it, they'll be here. We'll see in less than 24 hours here on Fox 12. We have to let you know, while we love to be in most places, we can't be in all places. That's where you can enter the picture on the show. Snag a shot of that code on the screen for a simple upload of your favorite clip of the night from games you saw with your own eyes and lens. These moments and memories are forever. We'll encapsulate the best from Week 5, the top plays from Thursday and Friday Night Lights during Sunday's 10 o'clock news with those 6 picks. And there are 2 teens very passionate about the game of tennis and want to spread the love here. Smashing Barriers is a non-profit organization co-founded by Sunset High's Rowan Shaw and Gia Mehta from Catlin Gable. Smashing Barriers aims to give kids equitable access to the sport through equipment and clinics. Their mission statement: to change young lives by removing the social, economic, and racial barriers that surround tennis.
We noticed that tennis is a sport that requires a lot of things that you need, like equipment, clothing, shoes, and especially lessons and coaches. And we wanted to give kids who couldn't get that the opportunity to play something that we love.
Tennis also has a large social benefit, you know, connecting with people who also enjoy doing the same things as you. And that's one of the other things we want to provide with Smashing Barriers, a place where kids can connect.
Yeah, we'll have more on those great things that the both two of them are doing there tomorrow night. You can help in the meantime by visiting smashingbarriers.org. If you know of a high school athlete doing great things on the field, in the classroom, and in life, send us your high school spotlight nomination for consideration this school year here. Plenty more than just football on the show. We got college football tomorrow as well. Big one for those Beavers back at home at 6 o'clock. Number 10 Utah, number 19 Oregon State trying to get back right after that game in Pullman. Huge stuff. I'm not a big fan of the Friday college games, but they're doing it. It's on TV on FS1. We'll have it for you tomorrow night.
Great that they're playing Utah at home. So that new stadium, it's going to be wild.
And the last time you have to play Utah.
Yeah,
it's been so good.
No, don't even get me started with it.
That's tomorrow.
All right, Nick, thank you for keeping us in the loop. Always appreciate it.